Welcome, my friends, my fam, my fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and yes, it is another episode of No Cash Clash 164? What? Yes, 164 episodes later, here we are, crushing Town Hall 11, not rushing to Town Hall 12, but today is the big video where we compare baby dragons versus sneaky goblins and get down to the nuts and bolts of which one is better, which one is more efficient, which one is going to cost you more. And speaking of comparisons, I have to tell you guys that War Doh does not compare to any other game you've played. What am I talking about? Now, you know, I have made several videos talking about this game. That's because I do truly enjoy the game, and I truly believe you will as well. The link is right there in the description and on the screen. I promise you, I swear to you, Gala promise, that this is not like any other game that you've played before. It is not a clone. It has the elements that players have wanted in many other 1v1 real-time strategy games. It is hilarious. It has a brand new season with new cards, Roadkill and Bobby Sue, and it's all about the heroes and their special abilities with each skin. It gives it a unique power. I've got room in both my clans if you want to join in. Galagang and Galagang 2, top 3 players get 1,000 free diamonds each month if they downloaded using my link. $25,000 tournament in the future. Download War Doh. I Gala guarantee it is going to make you laugh. All right, so back to the other comparison, and that is baby dragons versus sneaky goblins. Now, of course, you guys know that baby dragons have been my go-to raid for farming, and I do still agree that if you need to conserve Dark Elixir, it's a great way to go. But, of course, there are many times where, well, we run into a surplus of Dark Elixir at Town Hall 11 or beyond, and maybe it's time to compare apples and oranges. I mean, dragons and sneaky goblins. So let's go ahead and break this down into some specific categories. Talk about training time. The training time for baby dragons, 39 minutes versus 31 minutes for sneaky goblins. When it comes to spells, the training time is the same, and then the training cost, this is the big one. 388,000 for dragons and 198,000 for the sneaky goblins, but then you must factor in the fact that you are paying 25,000 Dark Elixir divided by the number of raids you accomplish in 3 days. That makes a huge difference in whether or not sneaky goblins are efficient. Of course, in the situation where I am, look at the screen, look at the top right. Notice that, yeah, I have a ton of Dark Elixir right now and almost no Elixir or gold. And when it comes to a situation like this, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Even if you're not going to be actively raiding that much in the coming days, it makes sense. You'll notice that I've got, yes, another lab upgrade free. So we want to make sure we have Dark Elixir for that lab upgrade. No need to use Dark Elixir on the King or the Queen anymore. They're both maxed. So yes, we do boost sneaky goblins again. And as you can see, I've got both armies saved right here. And again, you can see those statistics as far as the cost. Definitely a huge elixir savings. And when you're on the wall grind at Town Hall 11, that makes a big difference. Now, of course, I would love to show you a side-by-side as far as exactly which does better. And now that I've thought about it, why didn't I just do a friendly challenge? Okay. Future video idea. Do a friendly challenge and use the two armies on the same exact base, right? We could probably see, whatever. We're halfway through the video. We're not going to go back and stop at this point. Besides, I will tell you right now that I don't need to actually compare it to the exact same base. I can tell you definitively that if you want to maximize loot and you have the Dark Elixir, then sneaky goblins are your answer. There have been many occasions where I'm using baby dragons and I can't get into the core. Check out the Dark Elixir at the very dead center of this base. That is going to be a really difficult base to get baby dragons and take out the dark. Now, of course, there also is the advent of the log launcher, and that is where I'm going to say, yes, log launchers work really well with baby dragon raids if you want to get major damage done to the Dark Elixir and the Eagle Artillery that you might not otherwise be able to get to with just baby dragons and lightning spells starting around the outside of a base. Now, check this one out. What? You don't have 50%? You don't want to lose trophies? Well, simple as this. You drop in a jump spell. You could always use a rage right here. Watch the goblins roll in. And although that first group was not enough, we had more than enough spare sneaky goblins to run them in. And this is a pretty good distance. I mean, they've used up most of their invisibility by the time they get there. But poof, there goes your town hall. And then they move on to, yes, that's right, the only resources that will be left in this village are, I believe there's a gold mine top left, and there is this right here, the clan castle. And yes, there's nobody to fire at the goblins, so they're gonna sit there, blast through that wall, and then yeah, okay, so there's a gold storage up here by the archer queen. That's wiped out. As we take a look around the perimeter, there is the gold mine at the very top left, and that, watch the numbers. Notice that we are going to leave no shred of gold elixir or dark elixir behind in this base. It looks kind of weird because we've essentially gutted this base. Everything else stands. Don't need to deal with defenses. Every single resource building is gone, and look at the numbers. Oh man. Okay, I'll tell you this right now. With goblins, the one thing that you get that you don't get with the baby dragon raids is this really fulfilling feeling of taking all of the loot, right? Getting in there and getting everything out of the way. It is not that often that a baby dragon raid against, I mean, look at this. Here we are. We're facing a town hall 12. So a town hall higher, we don't even have our barbarian king available, and we're going to roll in, no king, no warden, with this army of 85 sneaky goblins, 3 rage, 3 jump. Now I have kind of mixed that up, and I think that maybe the perfect number is 3 jump because we have the log launcher. What you can do is create 4 entries into the base, 3 with the jump spells, 1 with the log launcher, and essentially that's the 4 quadrants of the base. That enables you to get in after those storages. And again, if you want, get to that town hall, you could always use a jump spell just to make sure you get in. I'm also playing around with what goes inside the siege machine. I like the idea of the ice golems, but not always necessary. It really depends upon the situation. But right here, just watch as we've strategically dropped these jump spells and the rages to make sure that the sneaky goblins can roll in. And yes, even here from the opposite side, they go in and annihilate the town hall. Okay, wait a minute. They didn't quite annihilate it. We need a few. Oh, nice rage spell, Galadon. Okay, that was not intentional, but here we go. The last of the sneaky goblins come in, and there they take out the town hall. That was a terrible fail on the rage spell, but notice this one. Here we got no rage, no jumps left, just 11 sneaky goblins, and they are going to come in here, get through this wall. We drop the freeze, and sure enough, through the wall, onto the elixir storage, and it seemed like they were going to die, right? No, they did it. And once again, if you noticed at the end of the raid, top left number, 0, 0, 0. Not a shred of loot was left behind. All right, no loot left behind. That is the motto of the sneaky goblin. So yes, it is more rewarding in feeling to raid like this. And here again, we only picked up 41% damage, but we did take out the town hall, so we don't lose trophies. But wait, there's more. Also, let's think about fractional raids. Raids where maybe you don't have the entire army ready. Baby dragons are beautiful for that, but so are sneaky goblins. That's right, you can get in there, especially times that you're not worried about losing trophies. If you're going to be sniping loot downward, like I talked about in the last episode, then a great time to do it is with a fractional army of sneaky goblins. Here I only had 2 jump spells, no heroes, no clan castle needed. We are going to be fine. We just kind of take a close look at where most of the resources are. We can see the full dark elixir drill right here, and we've got that elixir storage. Maybe we should have dropped this jump spell a little bit further to the left, and we could have dropped in the goblins from the right hand side. They would have eventually gotten to the gold storage as well. But then right here we go again. Not sure why I'm isolating them away from that elixir storage on the right hand side. I guess part of the reason here was I wanted to make sure they got to the dark elixir storage and didn't kind of lose track of it. So here they go right into the core of the base, wiping out the dark elixir storage, and we've taken another massive amount of loot with only a fraction of a full army. Now, do we want to try to go get the town hall? Is it possible with only 11 sneaky? No, we're probably not a good idea. But then again, if you're worried about trophies, you're not going in with half or 1/3 armies. You're going in with full armies like this one right here. And again, here is the full 86 sneaky goblin army, this time with 4 jump spells, and again, only the maxed out archer queen as your hero that's going to help out. Now, as always, it's important to take a look at where the Dark Elixir drills are if that's what you're after, and of course the storages. Notice where those outer resource buildings lie, and generally when I go in with sneaky goblins, I will make a first ring around the base with individual drops to take out all of the resource buildings that are on the outside. Now you've got phase 2 of the sneaky goblin attack, where you're going to start to look for entries. Where do you want to drop that log launcher and the archer queen? Be careful with those jump spells. You can oftentimes get through multiple enclosures with one jump spell. Right here, the archer queen and the log launcher have rolled in, and notice, that's right, damage to the eagle, the town hall, and the dark elixir storage all at the same time. And then the ice golems are going to roll in and hopefully freeze out just about everything in that core right as the goblins go in. And here it turns out they don't even really need the ice golems, as they're right through that dark elixir storage onto the town hall. I dropped the last rage spell in the core, and there you go. Easy 1 star. The remaining jump spells around the outside, trying to find those multiple and okay. So that just ignore that jump spell over there. But you'll see that, yes, okay, so there's a elixir storage on the right hand side that I could have, would have, should have got to. Okay? And had I not fat fingered that last jump spell, we would have been okay. We would have gotten there. And yes, the final 90,000 in loot is remaining in that 1 elixir storage, and that's my bad. Obviously, do as I say, not as I do. We should have taken every single shred, but yeah, nice jump spell. 2 jump spells. That was 2 jump spells, Galadon. Gosh darn, son of a parent. Okay, let's move on and talk about, well, actually, we've got the status report, but we didn't do much today. Today's episode was focused more on farming than it was on progress, so these numbers are going to remain the same as they were in episode 163. As we move on to episode 165, we'll get back on the grind and finish maxing out those heroes. That is pretty much going to be my main goal that I focus on from now until Town Hall 12, and then the countdown to Town Hall 12. But let me know down in the comments what you think the best farming troop is. Thank you, Galafan, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You know I love thinking about it, appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, unless it's the end of the day. Then have a fantastic tomorrow, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow. Be kind to the people on the planet with more full of text. That was completely what? Be kind of whatever.
Galadon, are you easily confused? They say that happens to people your age.